Can you record?
There we go. Now we're on.
What
Oh,
if-
I also don't know if the audio sounds fine either.
Okay. What if Joe
But
didn't?
You two talk.
What if Joe replaced the intro song with something that says like, something else? Like.
Wow,
I
really
was
really
thinking porn
nailed
audio.
it in there. Yeah, just like a collection of screams collected from around the internet.
But he's saying the old one just to
Yeah.
I'd
discuss.
love to play a game with audio like clips called Porn or Horror, and it's just
Oh, yeah.
screams.
That's a good October.
Porny
game.
wow.
That's a good Spooktober bit that we'll have to do later before the end of the.
Spook or spank.
That was loud.
Horror
Sorry.
or horror.
Is everything here? Is this seriously happening again? My phone won't play the stream.
Uh-oh.
Is
Maybe
anyone?
my
We
phone
have two
will.
viewers. Is there any viewer that's viewing this that is hearing a stream that works?
Oh,
Anyone?
I feel like you relying on the audience to.
It's very professional. It's very professional for the audience to be the one.
This podcast really has legs, don't you think?
Subscription.
I think, yeah, what's missing from every episode is about a 10-minute clip right at the beginning of us just watching ourselves on YouTube to figure out if there's any sound
I
coming
would
through.
help you, but I have to watch this ad that I don't get paid for, but I have to watch it.
Where's
for
our
some
pennies?
reason. Yeah.
Alright.
Actually, according to this,
Us
and how does
just
that?
watching ourselves on. Yeah, okay,
Beautiful.
great.
Okay.
Our sound's coming through.
We're good.
So since we totally blew the intro, I got a question for you two. This is a nice segue
Wait,
into.
are we?
Would you like to redo it?
I never did it. This is just
like
doing
from
it.
the top. Let's just start it.
Okay,
all.
from the top. No. Hello, this is Holy Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ian.
I'm Joe.
It feels weird to just say my own name. I never get to do that.
Sam.
Where am I on the screen? I don't know without someone telling
I'm
me.
Sam, and Ian is bottom right.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I got really anxious not knowing where I
Stage
was
left.
spatially.
Stage left.
I forgot my own name
Wait.
for a second.
Hold on. The video's behind me.
Stop. Okay, I got a question for you two. I want to know something.
Wait, you two TOO or two TWO?
Is it for Bono?
Whichever one's funnier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I got a question. What is one thing you're proud you didn't do this week, and what's one thing you would be proud if you had done this week?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that question was worded really weirdly. Right?
Yeah, I didn't know a better way to do it. It's all hypotheticals, baby.
I thought it was really good.
Or maybe it was just such a
Something you wish you'd
cold
done.
and fast open.
Something you wish you'd done, and something you're glad you didn't do.
Something
I'm glad I didn't do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't really think
That's very
like that.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I want to do this. You know what? I don't need to do this. Like something that happened to me.
I mean, I'm
that didn't happen to
personally
me.
glad I did not set any of my neighbors on fire and then get caught.
So like murder my parents or something would be on
Yeah,
the
that would
list?
be
But you-
valid.
I mean, I guess I'm
you-
glad I didn't murder my parents.
I mean,
But
that's-
did you like have that desire?
Yeah.
That's
Is
not
some-
what this is about.
Well,
I'm
kind
glad I
of.
didn't do that.
What? I feel like you had that desire.
Meh.
Ah.
I'm glad that I didn't eat the last cookie out of the cookie jar, or else my roommate would be so pissed off at me. And then we'd go to a long 5-day not talking to each other feud. And I'm glad that that didn't happen. Am I being mic'd? I feel like
Yeah, we just turned you
Just
off
turn
for a
her all
while
the way
there. We just
Yeah.
let you fade down there. No, wait. So
Can you hear me? I feel like you can't, but that's okay. I can hear that T now. That ta-ta-ta.
Ta-ta-ta.
Ting, ting, ting.
You actually have a cookie jar?
No, I'm not fucking 83. Or actually...
Or four?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark
4-year-olds own anything.
Mark 1678 says
They own $1. They get dollar bills every year for their
Oh,
birthday.
$1 bill
So
from
they're
Santa
up to
Claus?
like
Santa
7 plus 2 plus 1. They're up to like 10.
whole dollars that they can't spend at any location. Are children allowed to participate in capitalism, or do you have to
Most
wait?
definitely. Have you ever seen
the
any
point of
ads on
capitalism?
Nickelodeon? They're all catered.
Hey,
to
Joe,
kids.
why does it sound like I am like just like breathing fire into the microphone?
Because you made the mistake of laughing.
Wow, Sam, very good.
No more laughing.
I know,
Ian.
and I made the mistake of unclipping this
So
microphone.
Mark 1678 says, out of the three of you, Joe's eyes are closest together.
I would have
You know what they
to
say-
agree with that.
You know what they
on
say
that
about a
one.
guy whose eyes are close together?
The
Yeah.
butt cheeks are far apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full
I've always
spread.
heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at me and is like, wow, your cheeks are so far
You
apart.
can
And I
fit
thought,
So far.
so much contraband up there.
I was like, I know. Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do you have
it's
to buy special pants for how far apart
Mhm.
your cheeks are?
Oh, those cheeks. Well, both sets of cheeks.
yeah. Instead of the one singular seam, it's just like it's just like
Keep
piping, like an inch wide of just another fabric. I feel like my
What?
jokes are just spiraling
What?
down.
I
I'm
don't
so
know where
co-
you're going.
I don't even know what you were explaining. I'm
No,
sorry.
like
I
it-
would have laughed if
like
I knew what you were talking
listen,
about.
Most people's
It's
ass.
a good joke. I made a
Okay,
great joke.
we're glad. I
made a great joke.
I'm imagine most people's ass is like a deep, dark, like mysterious, spooky canyon, and yours is like a great wide river valley where the mountains are
Mhm,
far, far apart
mhm.
from each other, and
A
there's like
canyon.
deer prancing around in the middle.
I do love
Yeah.
a prancing canyon.
Just to explain my good joke again.
It's okay. We're coming back. You know
Uh,
what makes a joke really funny is the third time you explain it.
Yeah, and when I say it's like really, it's like the best joke. But just picture the seam of the pants, not one thread, not two threads, but like an inch wide of just thread or fabric.
So
That was the joke.
like a racing stripe.
Just like this, like a fabric. in
Yeah.
the center.
Is it a different fabric?
In
I feel like
between
with
each
stuff
cheek.
like that, you have to like lean into drawing attention to it. You can't just like make a wide seam and hope no one notices. You have to like make it a special like pattern or
make
color.
every stripe.
are you-
Or Joe just owns striped pants, so it's just part of the
You
design.
talking about the striped pants, or
I don't know. I don't
are you
want
talking about like because the cheeks are so wide? You're
Yeah.
talking about a thong that is just so
Yeah.
loose between the canyons.
No, I'm talking about.
No, it's like
There's
I'm
just
talking
like
about the two
such a
cheeks
great
and
amount
then,
of
like,
space
and then
between.
like a solid inch in the middle
yeah,
instead of just the one seam.
yeah.
But
So it's like
well,
an
I
anus
feel-
racing stripe.
Let's not change from this topic the whole podcast.
I think we can maintain this.
Let's just talk about this.
I just want to talk about like I just want to talk about a thong string that doesn't cover up the butthole because the cheeks are so wide
Mhm,
apart.
mhm.
It's just like a nylon ratchet strap that comes
Just goes through. Yeah, you need a really wide thong. Like if you're wearing one of those like
yeah.
thong bikinis that expand and collapse, like you need to go full expansion and there's still like brown
So,
eye pulling through.
But it's like a really like thick industrial fabric, like
Yeah.
the same grade
like-
as the
yeah, like
tightrope walk or
nylon.
slack lining.
Yeah, so
Like
I've
a
got
one
yeah,
slack
exactly. A
line
big
in the
like
middle.
nylon strap.
like
I've
a
actually,
5,000 pound
yeah. It holds-
ratchet strap.
You
You know the
can
ones that you
wear
could
it
pull a
around
car with.
your goods or tow a truck. So
Yeah.
I've got a new business proposal
You
for
actually
guys.
use it to tow trucks.
Are you ready for my $1 million business proposal?
No.
Oh, maybe it's on the same
this is
topic.
something
'cause
I-
we already
it has
agreed.
to.
This is something I wish I would have done this week. Which
Which is an event.
denim
ratchet strap.
thongs.
Yes.
That sounds hot.
Mm-hmm.
I would love a denim thong. I mean,
And-
some denim shorts are getting close.
Yeah,
And
they're a little
some
cheeky.
denim at the Goodwill already comes with poop stains. So, so
You're halfway there.
yeah, exactly. The trend is already set.
Yeah.
And
Shoving.
time to stop cutting out the middleman of underwear and just putting the denim in between your ass
the
cheeks
pants right on
Yeah.
your dick.
and get that brown line that everyone wants this season.
That's a-
2021.
This-
The
the year of the brown line.
The brown
The
denim
brown
collection.
line. The thin brown line.
I mean, it would never break. You know?
Can you buy a
what?
It would
pre-worn
be
denim thong?
denim never breaks ever.
How many people
Oh
are
yeah,
breaking
you
Yeah.
mean
thongs?
rip or do you mean break?
Shatter. Does your
Break.
thong never shatter when you sustain
I
like
say-
continuous impact?
Well, after there's so much staining.
The
Yeah.
staining shatters it.
Well, it hardens it to the point of
Oh,
shattering.
it becomes crispy like a
Yes.
potato chip. gently cradling your loins.
It really fries it between the caverns.
I like to shove a few ruffles down my undies every once in a while. Just the
Mhm.
texture reminds me I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm a real texture
Yeah,
guy,
we
you know?
should do
Yeah.
that the next podcast.
That would get
Just-
crunchy.
We should put a bunch of chips and then all sit down at the same time with the microphones really close.
Can you
yeah,
imagine?
that's like the ultimate whoopee cushion.
I'm having trouble imagining anything more unsettling than like walking down the street and a bunch of potato chips falling out of someone's pants.
But in the back end, not by the
It
pockets.
is, yeah, just like
I mean,
down,
by
down
the
the like,
pockets is
out,
like-
out the leg holes.
Out the leg holes? Or are you thinking like long cargo shorts?
Either way, out the leg
It's
holes.
either
the
like a,
loose.
a 6-year-old or just like a homeless woman
Yeah,
or a
they're
homeless.
both bad.
Yeah.
I actually did think of a worse one.
If
and
they
it's
missed their
butterflies.
pocket and put it in their pants on accident.
Oh,
I don't
just
know.
slip
I
it-
feel
slip it.
like
it's a treat for later.
There's a real there's a real problem with putting food in your pockets that's not wrapped, right?
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is
I like.
problematic.
I used to keep like Skittles in my pockets, like, and, like up
That is
until
like-
recently.
That is like the best thing that you could keep in your pockets, and it's still fucking
Also
gross.
the worst.
No, I did that like up until high school.
Like that is I mean, that's pretty good. It's like, you know, it's not like you're putting spaghetti in your pockets or something, but
That would be
that's
bad.
still
Well,
pretty.
Here's how it
bad.
happened. It's not like I naturally poured some into my hand and then put them in the pocket. Like I just
Someone slipped you a Skittles treat into your pocket.
Like you washed
Well,
your
that
pants and then you
too.
open up the pockets and
No,
you're like,
I
oh, there's
just-
still Skittles
I
in
just
here.
like never closed the wrapper tightly, so it just spill into my pocket and my jacket pocket. And then I would offer them to like my friends, and they ate them.
I love this lore where
That's
you
cool.
just always have a mostly empty bag of Skittles in your like. That's oh, it's Sam. She's got Skittles.
I mean, that maybe happened like once every 2 months, but it's still, you know, a high school thing.
Mm.
That's one of the things, actually, that's kind of relevant to one of the things I've always wanted to do, which is to go to a nightclub with loose cocaine in my pockets and straws sticking out, and then try to see if I could get people to blow coke out of my pockets, just because they're that big of coke fiends.
Well,
when you say blow coke
yeah,
out of your pocket, you
yeah.
mean like
you mean snort?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it's
you want
called
someone,
blowing coke.
You want people to do
Well, you can blow through
is doing
coke
blow.
or doing blow.
Whatever.
So
Snort
You
coke.
want people to do
Or snort
lines out of
blow.
your pants.
God, you semantic pieces of shit.
Well, it just sounds like you're
they're just blowing into my pockets.
yeah.
Okay, but do you think it could get
Like,
that?
what do you think a blow job is?
No, I
It's
wanna
not
hear it
that
too.
at all. It's completely sucking. No one's going. So then it would be the same thing. It's the opposite.
Oh, that
Oh,
makes
yeah.
more sense.
Duh.
That makes more sense.
Well, it actually is when you just blow
I've got a
on
lot
the
of-
dick.
I just.
It's just,
A gentle-
you make a windstorm.
It's like you're making a wish, blowing
Yeah.
blowing an eyelash away.
You just give it a little Eskimo kiss. Wow.
It's actually just when I laugh at Ian's jokes.
Yeah.
That's
that-
what it is.
Okay, well, I
Wow.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
back
but do you
to
think I
it.
could get people
no,
to blow
'cause
coke
it would
out of my
just get
pockets?
stuck in your pockets. It wouldn't.
You could try.
I just
I just think it would be funny to like see how bad people wanted to do coke in a nightclub to see
I
if
mean,
they
if you're-
badly,
if you're
very
like-
badly.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I have coke in my pockets, and the only way to get it out is this straw. I'm sure someone would say yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like, let's go snort coke out of my pockets, someone would be like, what the fuck? You're about to kill
Well,
me with fentanyl.
The other thing is I would have coke in one pocket and then like something else in the other
Fentanyl.
pocket. Either fentanyl or I mean at least Special K. That would be pretty cool.
One of these paths,
Potato
you'll
chips.
live a great life. One
One of these paths, your life will end.
The one always lies. One always tells the truth.
Pick one pocket. You only get one choice.
Choose
I mean, I would dish
wisely.
it out for free, just to.
So you're telling me you've got cocaine in one pocket and a bunch of thumbtacks in the other pocket. Well, you are bleeding heavily on one side of your body.
I'm also
Shriek,
dancing.
I cut my leg before coming here.
I'm also dancing on a dance floor, so I'd probably be sweating, and the coke would just be
It's just like
soaking
a-
into
yeah.
my quad.
There's just like a trail of like smoke behind you as you walk around.
Oh, that's fun stuff.
Like a wraith.
A wraith.
Like
Wait,
that's
what's a
what
wraith?
who's the biggest drug dealer? El Chapo or something?
Yeah.
or something.
I think he's
Who's like the biggest drug dealer?
do you call him a drug dealer? I mean, he's not just some
King. He
I mean, he's not just some guy
sells-
standing on a
he
street
sells
corner
20
stealing
grams
drugs.
outside of the 7-Eleven.
I feel like calling him the biggest drug dealer would be like calling the owner of Walmart the biggest cashier. Like, they're not sitting there like peddling groceries or peddling Coke.
That's how he got the job of CEO. Actually, he was so good at greeting people at the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I that
The-
you know what I would respect
who
that.
is the biggest cashier?
That's probably Big Greg. He's 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
He breathes fire. He is
And
quite
he-
literally our biggest cashier.
Yeah.
He is the
He's
largest
big.
cashier,
He'll give you a deal or smite you to hell.
Yeah,
and he never wears a
He
mask.
never wears a mask, but he
but he's a cashier.
is a
But he is
cashier.
cashier.
Yeah.
And he actually took down, and he's too tall, so he's above the
Yeah.
plexiglass.
He's the only one who can get to the pallets we load on the top shelves, so we can't fire him with all the not wearing a mask stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
We just have him breathe directly into the vents.
Amazing.
hmm
Wait, what?
It's funny that Big Greg doesn't have a last name.
It's Greg.
Actually, I guess Greg is his last name and Big is his first name.
Yeah, duh. His name is Big Greg.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Great.
So you guys all want to change your last names together
To have the
Also
same last name as each
also
other.
also to Greg,
I wanna
or
change my last
Yeah.
name to Ian.
or should we all get married to each other?
And change our last name to Greg.
So,
Wait, so if you were to get married, Ian, would you take their last name, or would you
I would
keep
take
your
my own life.
you would take your own life name?
Same question to you.
To me?
Yeah.
Would I take their last name?
Like if it was a really good name.
Ooh, if it was a really good name, yeah. I'm kind of into
Like
the
it's-
idea of
it's
just making my
Obama.
own last name.
That's very new age. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
just
like
think
the
that would be
couple
more
ma-
fun.
The
Ooh, that
couple
would be
makes
good.
the name together.
Yeah.
I'll probably take the last name if it's good, but King is such a good last name.
It is a good
It's
last
good.
Sam
name.
King.
It's one
that's
that you can't
what
give
I
it to
am.
It is
yourself
cool.
because it sounds pretentious as hell.
I know, and I can't go on about how good of a name it is, but it's honestly
Does it
really
feel
it's
like
a
you
great
wake
name.
up
What
every
if you took
morning
each
and
other's
just-
last names?
You
Like
just
switch.
swap.
Traded, yeah.
What if you got so you pick a new last name still based on like occupation, but in 2020 instead of you're 14, 15.
Sam
Sam's living
mediocre
the-
food blogger.
Yeah.
Sam's fucking living the life then. Her last name is King.
No,
Sam's a literal
I
king.
mean,
Wow.
you got to pick a new one.
But I like King.
But I'd like to be a king, if that's all right with
If
you.
that's cool, I would like to have complete control.
Yes. Yes.
Ian, BuzzFeed article writer. You know, it's funny that there's all these last names that
I could see Ian
are
being
like
a BuzzFeed
jobs
article
that
writer.
are pretty
Yeah.
common, but there were lots of prostitutes back then, and ain't no one have the last name whore.
That's true.
That's
Mhm.
funny.
What
Yeah,
about
it's probably
hoe?
because women had so much rights that the men had to fight for their last names back.
That's too bad.
And like it's
man.
not like women were property, like literal property, so they couldn't have a name of their own. But like, yeah, it's probably because the men's rights.
Well, you know,
That's my new
it's
stance.
good. It's good that didn't happen, because then everyone would be called whore, right?
But
Well,
whores, I don't know, not really
seems
a
like
bad thing
respectable
anymore.
Job, yeah. You got to put food on the
Anymore.
table.
Wasn't before.
It definitely was.
It's gone in and out. It's had ups and downs.
I would say
I'd say it's on the upswing. I'd agree with that.
it's
Yeah.
safer now with the question mark, maybe. From
Yeah, but
like
human
a diseases
trafficking is still a
standpoint.
thing.
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, if they had more, actually, no. Human trafficking will always be a thing.
I know it's weird. Like sex work is definitely more normalized because big celebrities are doing it, but also it's like human trafficking is a huge part of sex work.
What-
So do you want to normalize human
What big
trafficking?
celebrities are
human
doing
trafficking?
sex work?
Like all the Kardashians really are like paving the road for that.
They have
And then
OnlyFans now.
Bella Thorne, that like
Oh,
one Disney
yeah.
thing had Disney bitch had a OnlyFans and like
Did she
broke-
kind of F it up with everybody?
she did.
She did a thing. But
She
I
said
thought
it was gonna be nude, and then it wasn't really. It was like a tease, and then everyone wanted their money back, and then now OnlyFans requires like
it's a cap. They put a cap on how much.
a
can be
cap, and like
donated
you
in
can
a
only check out every month or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, one of the biggest misleading ever is topless photo, and it's them covering their boobs, but they're not wearing a top. I think
Yeah.
it was kind of along those lines,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Experience?
come on.
You got a few of those saved
Come
in your
on.
homework folder?
My homework folder?
Mhm.
No, I have that in my porn folder.
Oh, wow. Look at Mr. Labels things correctly over here.
Mr. Proud of his gross.
My porn folder is-
habits.
Or it might be beautiful. Is
My
it
porn
pictures
folder is
or
full of
videos?
homework. Sorry, I just
guys-
wanted to say that.
That's true.
Oh.
Or-
Artistic photos, huh?
Nothing. Artistic photos.
Yeah,
I
but it
feel
is
like
all porn.
that used to be porn. It wasn't until recently that it switched to video.
And also,
Yeah, it's
is
almost like we
mainly
didn't
just
have videos for like most of human existence.
No, but I mean,
I love it when you
I
find an
think
old
so.
VHS from like 100 BC and get to see how the old people did.
no, I
movies.
know. I'm just saying, porn isn't always video.
I don't know. They had Nickelodeons, like nickel videos that you go and you watch, and yeah,
I know.
those are cool.
And they had the theater.
You know,
and
I
they
never
had
went. I never.
hills.
I don't think I've ever even
Clouds.
had a chance to go to a porn theater, like a real porn
Neither
theater.
have I.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be really uncomfortable.
I
to
think
be
that's-
in.
Seem extremely uncomfortable.
We're raised so privately these days. We don't have to masturbate in a weird theater with other people.
It well, just kind of like is why go to the theater, then
Because
Like-
we just do the video thing just as
Well, then we
much.
wouldn't have any porn.
you'd have to go to the theater and then just hope you could hold it in your memory for like
'Cause you
the
can't-
next hour.
No, you jerk off in the theater.
Yeah,
But
totally.
that's not legal.
It
if you
definitely
keep
was.
if you keep your
And
pants on, it's
is
legal.
in-
Didn't the Pee Wee
It is
Herman
pro-
guy get like
It's
canceled
probably legal in
because
a
he
lot of
was
places
jerking
still.
off in a theater?
I hope.
But that was
so.
like a different theater.
Okay.
He was just like watching a regular movie.
That was just like a
He
kid's
was watching-
gymnasium. It was they were doing Death of a Salesman.
He was watching Ratatouille.
yeah,
The
yeah.
rat with the tiny paws.
That was
Hey,
that was
don't
a
kink
theater
shame
he was
him just 'cause he
performing in a
loves-
play in, huh?
Just because he loves French cuisine and rats.
And
It really gets him going.
beasts and animals and
So-
and who plays the main character in Ratatouille?
I don't know.
What voice
John
actor?
Stamos.
Is it?
No, I'm
It's
absolutely
John
not.
something.
I don't fucking know.
Cusack.
John, is it John Cusack?
It's not Patton Oswalt, is it?
No way.
Okay, this is
No,
this is
no,
something
My,
to look up.
my phone's out.
We're just guessing.
You're
At,
looking it up.
Rata fucking too.
guessing at the name
Yeah.
of people
The
who
movie,
did
not the
animated.
dish.
You keep talking.
Now I don't want to because that was
Do you want to
really
do a lightning round really quick?
You know what? It was Patton Oswalt.
Yeah,
and I
don't
wow.
apologize.
fucking idiot.
That-
I didn't realize you were
He-
such a big fucking fan of
Of rats.
Ratatouille.
He loves rats.
That's probably
You.
his first feature
Me?
role.
You knew who it was.
I just like Patton Oswalt.
All right.
Okay, who's
I
your
don't have like a rat fetish
who's your
or like a thing
who's
about
your
vegetable dishes.
Sounds like you have a
who's
Patton
your
Oswalt fetish.
who's your favorite Patton Oswalt?
Patton Oswalt 13, the one who stopped the nuclear bomb from dropping on Kenya.
That's right.
Nice. Mine's the one that did that one promo monologue on Saturday Night Live. Also, Saturday Night Live
Is that a real
sucks.
reference that we should all get?
What? Also, Saturday Night Live sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. I hate it.
You so disappointed.
I don't love it either. I'm not here to like make a statement though.
I'd like you to
You-
make a
Well, it's
statement.
weird if anyone likes it.
It's weird.
I mean, make your case, I guess.
Yeah, let's hear
30
it.
seconds
I'll
on the
argue
clock.
with you. And I
It's,
don't
It sounds like you
necessarily
want an
like it.
argument, so let's argue.
Yeah.
it's not really meant for comedy people. It's meant for the mainstream.
Mm.
It's more of a business than anything. And it's simply not funny anymore. It fucking sucks. And they just take these classic, I don't know. I am so frustrated with that. And did you see their latest thing with Bill Burr or whatever? How they wore masks on the fucking promo monologue, like tonight live, and then they didn't wear masks on the show. I don't know. I feel like I'm not making my case, but I don't really need to. I hate it.
Wow, you've really convinced me.
Yeah.
I hate it now too.
Consider
Yeah.
me convinced.
Wow. I'm a very undecided voter, so I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll literally
since-
take the opinion anyone
And since
has
I
if they
haven't
just
heard
shout
any,
it loud enough.
I haven't heard any other opinion. I'll just agree with it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's usually the way I do things.
That's what I want.
And I plan on only watching Trump's town hall meeting this week.
Jesus Christ.
That's all the one you have
Just sit
time
there.
for.
Please,
You're
please,
Well,
just,
you know
please,
what?
please.
This looks good.
I
Okay.
can't do it.
I'm
I
just
won't.
sold on it.
Ian, you're gonna need to. I don't
I
know.
cannot.
I mean,
You're gonna need to.
we're Trump is gonna win.
Yeah, then we got to talk about it for 4 more years.
Please don't say that.
Well, there's just so many people thinking like, who do I pick for president? Once already a president.
Those people.
I worry
The way
a
you're
lot.
talking, those people.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
worry a lot about the future of the planet because we're just doing an irreparable amount of
But
harm
Ian,
to it.
you're
But
always
honestly, I think we deserve to die.
Yeah, 100%. If you
Yeah.
just look at us like nature, like
It's
we're just
time.
we'll run its course, and humanity will die too.
Yeah. Yep. And
Yeah.
in billions of years, the planets will recover, I guess.
You know, Ian, you come in here all the time looking for your impending doom, and then you say you're worried about the world ending, and I just wonder, what's the difference?
I'm looking for an immediate solution to me being alive, and this impending doom thing is like the slow, like long game. You know, I don't
I
like
see.
that.
But I have seen you stopped wearing a mask around us, and I kind of like that.
It's because everyone already had it.
Yeah,
Like,
and you're
in
also
like, in like January and February.
we're very far
2018.
apart. We're very far apart
Everyone
from
already
each other.
had it in 2018 during the big coronavirus scare. You don't
I was
remember
eating
that?
I was eating
Duh.
bats in 2013, and I remember not being able to breathe for like a month, and then I died. And now here I am in this corpse
Here I am
body
wasting
that
my
hasn't
time with
grown.
Pig swine
We're very
flu.
far apart, for one thing, and me wearing a mask and y'all not wearing a mask doesn't keep me from getting sick.
Face shield.
But also we're outside, which is good.
Yeah.
Coronavirus doesn't live outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could say that.
Yeah. Well, not
Coronavirus
here.
is scared of the dark, and it's nighttime.
And it
we're
also
outside.
doesn't live at a restaurant table.
This is not a
Yeah.
restaurant.
Well, as long as the person's sitting down, though. If the
That's
if the
true.
customer
If you
stands
stand
up.
up- Well, coronavirus stays high in the air. It only like tall people get it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And like I could
Yeah.
I could go to a yoga class inside and not wear a mask
Don't worry about
for
it.
an
yeah.
hour.
Oh, no problem. In air conditioning.
Real genuine coronavirus is like a green miasma that sort of chases after people and like
Oozes
beckons
under
you.
the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, yes,
and it, like,
definitely.
you can ride on the corona current.
Mm-hmm.
Sexually.
And then it dives into your nose.
Sexually.
Or up,
it
up your
plunges.
nose.
It plunges up into your orifices.
Yeah, and you're
It sends a
Oh,
little
we're getting
shimmer down.
some moths.
I know,
Are those
They
picking up
are
on the video?
effing chaos.
They're dancing around the studio.
I hate these moths so much. They're so distracting, and also that one's like the size of a hummingbird.
Yeah, that one is doing damage.
Oh shit!
One
It's
is
going
really-
so fast.
Yeah.
It's about to hit that light. That fucking idiot moth.
It hit the light so hard.
This is comedy.
Although this is this chandelier above us. If we probably can't see it because there's lights. The chandelier above us, there's always a spider that fills it up with webs, and we turn on the chandelier, and the moths just fly right into the web. Good eating for that spider.
Ecosystems.
I know. I wish I had a spider.
World science.
Would you ever have a spider as a pet, like a tarantula?
I don't think I should be
no.
trusted with pets.
Okay.
Wow, that's
What if
sad.
someone came over and was like, "Oh, I can't take care of my baby tarantula.
I wouldn't.
Will you
I
take it?"
wouldn't pick one out on my own, but if my like significant other really wanted it, I would help raise it.
What if a friend was like,
Would
"Can you
read
take
it
care
bedtime
of?"
stories?
What if a friend's like, "I can't have a tarantula in my dorm. Can you take my tarantula?"
Do you have to give
No.
it back?
They kind of forget.
This is
about
important.
They forget about
Okay,
it.
it's going right in the backyard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it would depend if I've
And then I
met
get
it
a
before.
cool free aquarium that I
Yeah.
can do whatever
It's
I
not
want with.
something I'm actively seeking out in any way.
You're not actively
It's
looking
pretty
for
easy to
tarantula?
just let a tarantula outside.
Carefree lifestyle you live. Not looking for tarantulas
I
daily.
know.
Not
just-
desperately sending 1,000 emails every afternoon screaming, "Where's
it
my
still
tarantula
available?"
baby?"
Ian,
Alright.
All these fake bots on Craigslist advertising fake tarantulas that don't exist. Everyone's using the
I
same
got
stock
scammed.
images. It's bullshit. Yeah, you send $50,000 to like Libya expecting a tarantula in return, and what do they
Yeah,
send?
well, they said they just wanted a deposit, but then they
he said he was a
never
prince.
they never mailed it to me, and then they said, "Oh, you need to pay another shipping fee," and so I did, and I still haven't gotten it.
Just
did
like,
you send it to him
someone's
via
waiting for a
Western
spider.
Union?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like untraceable and unregettable
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Mhm.
it's
That makes
unregettable.
sense. Yeah,
That's what
exactly. Unregettable.
Yeah, everyone.
You can't re-get
Everyone remembers Nat King Cole's famous jazz single
it.
Unregettable.
Unregettable. You cannot re-get it.
in every way.
I will-
Unregettable, unregettable. All I think about
This
is
is
you.
the same song at all. Wow, so this really was like a whole different. This was the B-sides to he Weird Al Yankovic'd himself before Weird Al Yankovic was conceived.
So the money was unregettable. I'm trying to finish the
Yes,
thought here.
it was. And
Thank-
so then
yeah.
I realized I got scammed. And I'm out 50K.
Damn. Yeah, that's a bummer. Ian,
You gotta play that game if you want the tarantula though.
Ian,
I already bought all the little doll shoes I'm gonna put on it. Like, what am I gonna do? Not have a tarantula and have 8 doll shoes?
Yeah.
are any of them matching?
Are the doll shoes unregettable though?
if you lose the doll shoes,
I got
will you unre-get them?
I got the doll shoes at a Goodwill, so those I
Could
think
you- Could you unre-get them?
I could if I ungot them, I could re-get them, and then I probably could unre-get them.
That's just so unre-gettable.
How much money? What do you think you could lose the most
20.
money on by buying something from a Goodwill, giving it back to Goodwill, and then you just keep buying it over and over and over again?
Now that sounds like your money is unre-gettable.
Would they change the price? Would they be like, someone is fucking buying these
There's
doll
a
shoes?
demand. Put them up.
these single doll shoes that would fit a tarantula.
I don't know if it's the same.
I had
eight.
babies.
They come back a little dirtier every time, so it's hard to tell if it's the same doll shoes. But
Damn.
So-
same guy, different colored trench coat, I think, keeps coming back and buying them.
So if you were an animal with a tail, would you put a shoe on your tail or would you put a hat on it?
You're not saying this because you think tarantulas have tails, right?
No, I just thought about that.
But you can't. Nothing else. No glasses.
I'm putting a knife on the end of my tail.
All right. Well, then you'd have to hold
So
the
the
knife.
only two options are shoes or hat.
Well, it's just like what makes more sense, a shoe or a hat on a tail?
What kind of hat?
a birthday hat.
That's a good one because it's pointy. You can do damage with
That's
a
what I
birthday
was
hat.
thinking of
Yeah.
immediately. I think that
Spiky
one.
hat.
I think that one.
Don't get
What
carried
was the
away
other
with the
option?
idea of
It
pointy
was
hats.
hat or
Shoe.
Or
I could
What
actually,
about a shoe
stiletto,
with
though?
the
Yeah.
shoe, because then you can lean back like those chairs that have the
Yeah.
legs that kick out.
You could put
Yeah.
some sick ass like light up shoes on the
I
end of
mean,
your tail.
mainly what I'm
and then
asking
wave.
is, does it feel like a tail is more of a leg or a head?
But definitely does not feel like a
This was
head.
a weird. This is not what I was.
I mean, if you put your tail up, you can bring it up to your head.
I thought we were just having a fun question here. Now you're trying to
Well,
answer
I mean, how many people
philosophical
put
questions.
Well, how many people put shoes on their fingers, and how many people put hats on their fingers? Yeah, think about a hat.
I put hands on my fingers before. Can I put a doll hand at the end of my tail?
Can you put a hat on the end of the fingers that are on the hand that's on your fingers?
Wait.
Once the hand's on there, anything
What
goes.
the fuck
Yeah.
is happening?
I think it all works out. I'd say it matches.
Tail
up.
toppers.
So my
Sam.
other
What is
question
at the
was-
end of your tail.
My other question was, Ian, would you rather have a tarantula or a snake as a
I've
pet?
had snakes. I've had 2 snakes as
I
pets.
kind of knew Ian had snakes as a pet. Just
I
look
killed
at
them
him.
both.
Really?
The first snake.
Did you strangle them?
No, the first snake died of dehydration because I could not even remember to give it water, which is unbelievable.
Don't
That's
snakes
so
live
sad.
in the desert?
What's crazy to me
How
is
much
that
water do
I
They
snakes
don't
even
need a
need?
lot.
that was my first snake. I did that, and my parents were like, "Try again," and got me another one.
Yeah, they're like, we
They
already
said
have all
try
the,
again.
We have all the gear. We have all the snake
You already
gear.
got the glass box. Like, just put the noodle in it, and give
Put
it
the noodle
give
in
it
it.
water this time. But I left. You have to latch the lids because snakes, if you can believe this, they don't like being in snake jail. And he got out.
Dang. So that one didn't die
So
of
that one just
dehydration.
was loose in your house,
Probably.
Did it die in your house?
I have no idea.
and you
That's cool.
you haven't
I never
found
saw
it?
it again. No.
Really?
What? Maybe it'll come back.
I doubt that. I mean, I doubt I'll find out about it unless I hear a report from my hometown that some kid
Wait.
got eaten roughly at my address.
Did your parents look at you and they're like, "Hi, Ian. You kind of look like a kid that wants a snake." And
I
they
asked
gave
for
you
a snake, and they said, okay.
I don't know. I'm just
That
not
one
surprised.
died, and they were like,
My cousin had a
This-
long string of beta fish that just kept getting replaced without him knowing because he kept killing them. Or they just kept dying.
I feel like
I
that's,
mean, those die pretty easily.
Yeah,
They
so
kill
they just kept
themselves.
giving him a new beta fish and he didn't know his beta fish was dying.
That's,
I think he went
That's
through
weird.
at least a few.
that's
at
really
least
weird.
a few. Wow.
That
It
just
wasn't.
means,
It didn't
like,
just happen once.
That just means the parents weren't ready to talk about death, which means they
Yeah.
weren't really ready to be parents.
It's kind of bullshit. They shouldn't have given more fish. I shouldn't have been given a snack and snake.
You should have a snake and snake.
a snack and snake. I should
Everyone-
have been given a snack and snake, a more aggressive.
Were
angry
you
snake.
like a nerd kid with the snake, or more of like a rebel? Like, I'll do whatever the fuck.
Are
I
you asking me
want?
if I had, like a snake tattoo and was a Slayer or whatever?
nerd kid.
I think nerd kid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did you have like glasses or some shit?
No, I did not have glasses. Thank you. Do you want to ask
Or
me
like,
other
did
nerd
you have
questions
like
You know what I do professionally. Like, I was not socially gifted, I don't think.
No.
I don't know. You're blabbering
I
with
love
us
what
right
your
now.
and I love what your hair is doing.
Growing?
No. They're
love
so
that.
long. You have just like one grouping of hair that's just slashing across the middle of
Okay,
your
really?
forehead.
I
Like
need to get a
Harry Potter, or
haircut.
just move that hair to the other side. Other side.
Yeah, it belongs on the other side.
that
Oh, now
one
you're grabbing too much
that one
hair.
stays there.
It's in the center
That-
of your forehead.
up.
That that hair.
Other side. Move it to that side.
Why?
Because that's the side it belongs
That's the side
on.
it belongs on. Every night we put our hair
Alright.
back in its place. And
I put it in its place by reading it harsh realities about its social status. I'm gonna have
that's
to
the
start
side-
zooming with you guys in the morning so you can tell me where my hair goes.
yeah,
You don't look at your own video feed on Zoom?
I mean, I do, but I don't.
he doesn't know which side it belongs on.
I
That's
just-
our job.
I just see these wispy long fingernails growing out of my not finger head, and I think, let that do what it wants.
My
It's an
not
adult.
fingerhead.
If you could have any haircut, what would it be?
You know, I've never thought about wearing a shoe on my head. And I will say,
Not a haircut.
I think one thick, long braid.
Should we all go bald and see who's grows the fastest?
Yes.
I think one. I
Yes.
do like the idea of one thick long braid that starts going.
I have way
straight
less
up.
commitment with the baldness.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight up.
Yeah, and then so inevitably it collapses under its
Would
own
you
weight.
continuously shave like the opposite of male pattern baldness? Just so that the middle of your head.
So
You could
got
just
like
grow
a
this
pole
horn.
growing out. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
kind of like Ernie from Bert and
then-
Ernie.
Yeah, like Ernie.
and then sort of just
But
like
even tighter, you know? Like it really comes up the back of your head. Like the back of your head is still bald.
I think that's Ernie.
I-
It's just all the way. It's just one big top circle.
I think that's a good call.
if I could get any haircut, I think I'd go with the Yu-Gi-Oh kids haircut. Get that
Anime?
get that
Spikes?
protagonist energy. No, it's like 8 different colors and fucking.
Oh yeah, and then
wild.
spiky.
Yeah, and it's shapes.
In
It's like
thick,
sharp.
like- I
it's
mean,
a weapon.
They're like
You could cut someone open. with that
Statue
hair.
of Liberty spikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool.
But like, no one could ever disrespect you again because you just radiate so much like self-importance.
That or they could disrespect you more.
Yeah, but then
Either
you just
one.
then you just beat them in a card game and send them to like anime hell. Yeah, and it
Wa-
all works out.
Playing that
What's-
card game with
what's
you.
that
Protagonist.
like?
Playing that
What's-
card game
Hell?
with you sounds
What's
like anime. hell.
how like?
I actually imagine it's not much different than like anime.
Regular anime.
It's just
Just with more self-awareness.
just a higher frequency voice.
It's the same thing, but the people watching it understand how reprehensible what they're doing is.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so it's like aware anime watching.
yeah.
Very good. Did you watch anime growing up?
Mm-hmm. And I
Oh.
got made fun of a lot
Oh,
by my dad.
why?
Oh my god.
That's
Why?
hilarious. My dad and I used to watch Naruto, and my dad and my sister would just make so much fun of me all the time
For
it.
watching cartoons?
Yeah, and I liked it a lot. I also watched Pokemon, and
Wait,
he made
that's-
fun of me
I
a
love
lot for that.
I love Pokemon.
And I like
that's
literally had to stop watching them
What did
I
your
could not
dad
handle the
say?
bullying from my dad. And sister.
What did your
dad's
Chad
a
dad
dick.
say?
They just pick on me. I remember the day I decided never to watch it again, we were at Guitar Center because I like play guitar, and some guy was walking
Cool.
around with a headband that has like the Japanese flag or whatever on it, and he looks over and goes, "Hey, yeah, look at that! It's your Naruto buddy." And I was like, "I can't. All right, I'm done." Like,
Whoa, that's insanely racist.
it was not Asian. He was a white man
Oh.
with the Japanese
oh.
flag.
That's
headband.
less racist, but still feels racist,
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't cool.
No, that's not cool. Were you the type of kid that would just play the acoustic drums really
I didn't
loudly
have drums.
at Guitar Center?
No, I never touched them. They scared me.
Ugh, I hate
Because
those kids.
people knew, you had to like hide in the corner and
There's some
like play.
terrible kid just
soft.
slamming away on the drums in a Guitar Center.
I like how you said acoustic drums.
Well, there are electric drums.
Yeah, there are. There definitely are, but like, I like how you said acoustic.
I really just dance along the really specific and then the unregettable type of conversation as
Are
well.
electric drums used for anything other than playing Winter Wonderland?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Winter
I think
Wonderland.
it's just used
Wait,
for
what do you
playing
mean?
that song, "Walking in a Winter Wonderland" with the awful '80s drums. That's got to be the only thing.
Oh, I was
electric
thinking of
drums are
like
used
the
for, right?
recording ones, like where you just play them and you record. But I guess those don't exist because, like you
Because of the
said.
thing that I just said,
Yeah.
the reality I just created that we're all gonna yes and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not yeah
and.
And. Yeah. And Ian, continue, please.
Continue, please.
There you go. I'm sure you don't know this person, but I would love for you to look it up. There's a man named Mark Temperado, and he is a minister in upstate New York, and he has the world's largest drum kit.
Do you want me to look it up now? I will.
It
No,
is amazing.
This is not. I don't associate with anyone with more than 3 syllables in their last name.
Wait, what was that, Mark?
Mark Temperado. He has the
Stop.
largest drum kit.
Stop.
It's 100.
Why are
it's
you
over.
telling him to stop? I
I'm
It's
don't
telling
over
you to
a-
stop. Don't
It's
Google
over
it now.
170
Why? I'm interested.
pieces
Are they all the pieces drums or like
and
some of them
cymbals.
screws?
Nope, they're drums and
Oh.
cymbals.
Okay. So it's really like
No, it's
107.
all the snare.
It's like 107 drums plus all the extra pieces.
170.
170 drums and then the pieces
And
required. To
You
hold
can
them
have
all
him.
together.
You can have him come and play for you, but you need 12 feet clearance unless you want him to bring the gong. Then you need 25 feet of clearance.
I want this
That's
man to
sick.
play for me.
I have
How
a
do
question
did you
for
try
you
to hire this
guys.
guy?
Yes.
Do you think on the first Google image, do you think Mark Temperado's wearing a hat or no hat?
No hat.
I don't feel like you wouldn't have asked it if he wasn't wearing a hat. A hat.
Yeah, classic jazz hat.
Oh, cool. He's not
Cool.
a jazz drummer.
Cool fedora.
He's not a jazz drummer. He's
That's
a
probably
worship
his
drummer.
trademark. That's probably what people recognize him most for is his black fedora.
He also has a white beard in the later pictures.
He
Oh,
also
time is
sings
catching
while
up
he
to
plays
him.
drums.
He looks like
Is-
a cross between Howie Mandel and Owen Wilson.
Is there any music? Or is it just drums?
He plays the drums
Okay.
and
Oh,
he
wait,
sings.
are you saying
it's
the drums
percussive.
are not music?
I'm saying on their own it's hard to
Yeah,
that's
yes.
just-
Well, based on the videos I've seen, it's just drums and no other music, and he is also
he's,
singing.
he's not even playing
But
like,
he doesn't really sing. He says like one line in this video.
That's not
it.
singing, so
He
you
kind of
lied.
he kind of arbitrarily sings
he's
a line
emceeing.
and then he continues on with his drum
He's
solo.
emceeing him. So
There was like a 20-second drum fill of just cymbals.
and people enjoy.
Oh, people go to his church.
I won't get
He
in
has a
copyright, but
He's a
I'm
minister.
just gonna play the
He's a wow.
Yeah.
Drums for Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Beats for Jesus. Beat it for God.
Now those are some drums.
This is my
How's
new
the kit look?
This is my new
Maybe I can
Um,
pull up a photo of the kit.
This is my new pro God / pro drum / pro masturbation group. Beat it for Jesus.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you. I spent a lot of time putting it together. We are tax exempt.
There's so many moths on that light.
This is the only way
I know.
to
I get to
pleasure
bring it
yourself
back
and
into my
get a
room.
Tax exemption. Maybe you'll feed the scorpion that you're such good friends with.
I'm gonna.
Feels like we really lost the thread. Everyone's Googling stuff. That's a lot of drums.
Sam's not.
I am not.
So
I did my
continue
Google.
speaking while
You
I
used your
put this
one-
photo up.
You used your one free Google.
Yes, yes, I love Google. Okay,
Great.
if you were blind
Okay.
and you had to miss one limb, what would it be?
So I'm already blind,
Yeah,
and now you're telling me life is gonna get harder.
yeah. If
Okay.
you, which right arm, left arm, like the game of Twister, which one?
One of my arms or legs.
Yeah,
No other options.
right. You're supposed to go fast at this. but you're
Yeah.
already
Well,
kinda
this is kind of like
stalling.
a we're doing speed rounding. Yeah, I'm gonna go left leg.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
Great.
Because you need the arms.
If you could gain one,
There's a picture
Extra-
of Mark Temperato in his drum set. He is our new guest. Welcome, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
welcome.
His microphone doesn't work and the video froze.
My microphone works fine. Thanks for having me.
I won't play that.
That was amazing.
If you could have one extra finger anywhere in your body, where would it go?
Mine would probably go on my hand, so I could play more drums.
But where in your hand?
Right in between the others.
What do you mean? Be more specific. You got 5 of them. Put it somewhere.
Well, as Mark Temperato, I think it would probably be between my thumb and my pointer finger, because there's the most space there. And it's nice to have a little space in percussion music, like a ta-ta-ta, but I want to fill the space in my hand so I can play more drums.
That makes sense. I understand it.
Mark Temperato,
I understand it all
like
of that.
temporal space with physical space.
Wow. It's all about the more fingers, the better.
I would probably choose to not have another finger.
But you don't get that choice. You can cut one off after you get your new finger, Mark Temperato, but you gotta have your extra finger.
I was answering as Sam.
I would like it
Oh.
on the back of my no.
The back of your palm.
Maybe. Hold on.
Sort of inside your hand, jutting out the back of your hand.
Right there.
There's
Back.
a
back.
hole, like an open bleeding wound where your finger comes
Why
out.
would- Wait, what?
It's on the
Why
back
would-
of your palm, right? So it's like in your fucking.
Fuck you.
Fuck
No, it's on the back of my hand, you dickhead. And it would like hold stuff to the back of my hand, and I could,
So it's like a money clip.
yeah, it would be like a permanent money clip,
I would put one on my hip then, like as a belt loop.
like right out of the top of my wrist, and it would just kind of be like this.
Oh, that'd be awful. That'd be just awful.
What do I need? What do I need the back of my hand for? I was thinking about the
No,
middle
it's
of my
just
palm.
it's just awful to look at.
For slapping someone.
I
It would
think-
do so much beckoning.
I think having one on my hip would actually do a lot for me because I could hang my
I hate
keys
that.
from it.
I'd be able to
You're
beckon.
beckoning.
I'd be able to beckon from 2 sides.
So you're hitchhiking at like a 4-way intersection.
exactly.
Okay.
And I don't thumbs up. I beckon.
So this finger is the thumb. It's an index finger.
It's a
Okay.
finger.
Okay.
Maybe a middle finger.
That'd be
Hmm.
good. Sort
Is
of,
it creepier to beckon with a middle finger?
I don't know. I
Well-
just hate how we've said the word finger so much.
Mark Temperato, tell us about your favorite drum.
Oh, well, when I was 6 years old, I got my first kit, and I asked for, you're not going to believe this, a guitar for Christmas. But my mom, her brother was getting rid of the drum kit, so she gave that to me instead of a guitar. And I was pretty pissed when I got it, but I played it still, and I played it every day. And
That's not really answer the question, Mark.
and I
When did you find out you had
No,
a
we're
drum problem?
I still need to know what her his favorite drum
You
is.
decided to bankrupt your life to
well,
obtain
my
all the
favorite
drums.
drum kit is probably the one I played on 9/11. Not because of not because of the. It was just a weird coincidence. I got to play this really nice jazz gig. I got to play this exceptional jazz gig in Boise, Idaho, and I got to really knock on some good cymbals.
So-
And then I said I want more cymbals, and so I just kept building and building my kit. But my kit's actually not my favorite,
Wow,
weirdly,
Mar.
because I custom made mine, but it's weirdly second.
Wow, Mark, it seems you wouldn't forget about your favorite drum kit. It's amazing.
Yes, can we hear that plane flying over us right now?
I think it's a helicopter.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Okay.
Oh, you guys have helicopters over here too? Yeah. Might be same thing in Boise, Idaho. There was a loud thing over there's
What were you doing
there
out
was a
in
loud
Boise?
plane like thing over the performance. It was a
Wow.
wedding.
Wow.
a dumbass wedding.
I've heard Idaho in September is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Sam King, has
Well, we're gonna say goodbye to Mark.
has also heard that.
We're gonna say goodbye to Mark.
Do you want me to go
we
so
need to
soon?
say goodbye.
Well, we just need to move on to the next part, Mark. And it's fine. We've had enough.
Usually people just kind of start talking about the next subject and don't really say you need to go. But
Well, yeah.
We'd like you to leave. Mark.
Seems it's time to go.
I'm uncomfortable
The
with you,
corn
Mark.
man will see you out.
I'm uncomfortable with your career choices, your
Okay.
memory associations.
I'm just gonna stay here because I'm waiting for my ride.
Don't-
Don't
worry,
Castle
Mark.
law applies
We're
in
never gonna
California.
forget you.
I
We can-
told my wife to pick me up at 10,
Mm.
and I have to wait. So I will
Well,
wait.
we-
I don't have
well,
I don't have my
well,
own cell
well,
phone.
you
Mark,
can
we
wait.
have a cell phone lot
But
outside.
you can wait outside,
Yeah,
Mark.
we-
Thanks you, Mark. Mark, everybody. Wonderful. It was wonderful seeing
It was
him.
very good.
All right.
Sam,
Alrighty.
it's so good. You do seem so much more talkative now that Mark is gone.
Yeah, well, it's just like I couldn't. Yeah, it was just so much male energy that I just felt like I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah,
The
he
guy
was
really fucking obsessed with his
he was
drums.
really
huh?
mansplaining drums.
I
to
know.
us. Wow.
But also, I mean, like, I love a man with passion. So, if he wants to go off and talk about something, I'll give him air to do that.
I will say he was the alpha male of the room. When he walked in, I could feel his big dick energy, and it was pretty
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was big.
And he had those drumsticks in his back pocket, so we all knew.
That he was yeah.
That he was a drummer.
I like how
Yeah.
he kept like finger drumming everything like as he was walking to like where he was gonna sit down and talk.
Yeah.
Just so in case we hadn't figured out.
Just
Yeah.
everything we
fedoras was a
everything we
little
could have
weird.
hoped everything we could have hoped for.
He had a lot more fedoras on than I thought he was gonna have on.
Yeah. Well,
I was expecting like one.
I told you people wear hats on their tails.
Hi, honey. I'm
swear
borrowing
to God,
this cell
Mark.
phone. I'm borrowing this cell phone. It was outside in the living room. Can you pick me up early? Yes, I know. I thought they wanted me longer too.
Mark, don't have your conversation into the microphone.
Mark, it's fine. You can talk outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that still my?
We have a cell phone lot, Mark.
Yes, I need you to be. I need to be picked up now. Yes,
You're not even pretending to hold a phone to your face, Mark.
I'm on the phone. Yes, they're making fun of me. No, I don't need another fedora. They didn't like that.
They didn't like them.
Well,
Yeah,
this,
but-
Mark, this has been Mark again. Thank
Mark
you for coming
again.
back to have your
Wonderful,
phone call
Mark.
in the microphone.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
What were you saying?
Did you
I'm-
have an either or a would you
Fucking
rather?
anything?
Oh, what limb would you want to get rid of if you were blind?
Okay. Okay. I like that.
Rehashing the favorites.
All right. So what limb would I get rid of if I were blind?
It's got to be an armor leg, and this is a lightning round question. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say left arm.
good answer. Wrong
'Cause the
answer,
leg-
but good answer.
Yeah, the answer was left leg because the leg prosthetics are way more advanced than the arms nowadays.
Mm.
Not that they have to be, because it is just a leg.
I'm already
But-
blind though.
But yeah, you like having your ground, you know. You like the ground.
Although actually, you know what? It's hard to call that because I didn't think about the blind part as much.
Goes less feel
Because
less
it doesn't
braille.
matter at all. Like, I don't need that extra detail. If I'm
Well,
blind and I
actually,
lose a limb, that's it. I'm
What
out.
about the braille?
I
You're
quit.
out? What
I
if you're
quit.
deaf and blind?
Rage quit.
All right, which one of the five senses do you lose? In what order? As you go, most important to least important.
The sense to piss outside, the sense to piss inside, the sense to piss on a cock.
Really could have gone either way.
Wow. So
All
you
right.
just really hope
So
me
the
to say
sense of
something.
the sense of feeling.
I didn't want to say cop because that sounded too much like an Antifa super soldier, which I
Are
am,
you?
and I didn't want to get
You
found
didn't
out.
want to get
by-
ousted.
You didn't want
Sam,
anyone
I
else
didn't
to find
think
out that
you
you're
were-
the CEO of Antifa.
You know, Sam,
Yeah.
you really haven't fronted yourself as a super soldier of any type.
I'd like to hear that.
And I'd like to hear about how you're a super soldier.
Good joke.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Wonderful. Ian, senses. Best to worst.
But I love all of my senses, and they're all very good. If I lost any of my senses, it would be being alive. I don't want to not have any of my senses.
Very good.
It
So
might be
all of
it
them.
might be taste for me because smell is like a really good smell. You know, it's
Yeah.
nice to have that.
I was saying taste.
I live for food.
First one to
I know.
lose,
For me.
taste.
But food is good, but it's like I probably would fucking yeah.
I
I
would
feel
like.
like I would die
I would
if
just be only
couldn't
eat
smell.
really healthy if I had no taste.
I know.
It would suck.
So
I would
many
love
delicious-
to stop
so many
seeing.
non-delicious things.
I would love to stop seeing dead people. If we are gonna, I think I could live without seeing dead
Mhm.
people.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
Sam, you had to like stop yourself from rolling your eyes there.
Yeah.
No, it's a great joke.
It's just like
It's just like Joe's
Well,
great
I always-
joke.
can't
I
have
always
anything.
liked it. I always liked it because it reminds me of 50 First Dates.
Wait, you always
Is
liked
it-
what?
I See Dead People reminds me of the movie 50 First Dates.
Oh, why?
Because they watch it in that movie.
Oh,
They
Okay.
spoil Sixth Sense in 50 First Dates.
it's always cool
I
when
don't
a movie
imagine-
watches another movie like
I
that.
don't
I
imagine
know.
there's a lot of overlap in the audience.
Imagine if you went out to you rented both those movies and you watched 50 First Dates
Which one
first.
first? I guess
Let's
that's
watch
one.
the funny one first,
Yeah.
you know? All right, cool. And in like the first 15 minutes, you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Are you joking?
I can't believe Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. I hate you, Drew Barrymore. She says that in that movie.
Mm.
Babe, I wanted to watch the other one first. Why
You
do you
fucking
like Adam
ruined it.
Sandler so much?
Or Drew
No.
Barrymore. That's just like that's a loss of a lineup. Loser lineup. I mean, really, right?
50 First Dates. Dates, also known as loser lineup.
The loser. I mean, you're talking a movie starring Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
You would cream your pants if you ever got in the same room as.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I forgot his name for a second. I know you would.
Why would I cream my pants if I
just
got in
know
the
you
same room
would.
as Adam Sandler?
I just think you'd lose it. I think you'd fangirl.
I don't know. I'm not that interested in meeting him. Like talking to him would be. It would be
it'd
fine.
be hard to understand him with that voice that he always does.
I mean, I would ask him about like the early SNL days. I think that would be kind of interesting, like early '90s Saturday Night
Mm.
Live.
Yeah, he plays a lot of basketball.
I could talk to him about basketball, but I can
Or-
do that with anyone.
Or play basketball with him is what I was getting at.
Oh, we could like shoot some hoops.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Or you could
fangirl
just
about
talk
that.
to him about basketball.
Yeah, but I wouldn't fangirl about. I mean, I
the
could
problem
talk to
with
him.
the problem with playing
I'm a
basketball with
fanboy.
inspirational figures is they inevitably give you some like life altering advice.
Yeah,
Like totally changes your course.
yeah. Usually negative.
It's just like awful. Yeah. I don't need a father.
Who would you
figure,
fan-
Adam.
Who would you fanboy the most over?
Oh.
Sam, fangirl for you.
My
Mm.
brain is apparently sludge tonight. Who would I fangirl the most over? I would love.
I mean, then you'd have to transition.
to
There's,
meet.
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I would love to meet Uma Thurman.
Really?
I love Kill Bill. It's very good.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about her specifically? Like you just talked to her about Kill Bill? It seems like you'd rather meet Quentin Tarantino.
No, that guy kind of creeps me out.
Yeah.
I think Uma Thurman, because if I spook her wrong, she'll just throw a knife at me really hard. And if I survive that, what a story that'll be.
That is it. That is how she is in real life. I remember.
heard,
I
yeah.
remember her in My Super Ex-Girlfriend was really good.
Throwing knives.
That's what I know Uma Thurman from is My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
That Fall Out Boy song that mentions Uma Thurman was
Yeah, that too.
inspired by a survived knife throw.
At Ian. Sam?
All my celebrity crushes are like E-list celebrities because they're like
Mm.
obtainable. So I feel
I
like
see.
if I say them, no one really know. But I like
That's the closest you could get.
the the birthday boys from, I would just like love to talk to them about what they do at UCB, but that's not like a good answer.
Hmm.
Can I
But
change my answer?
Yeah.
I want to meet Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because I think I'd understand when he was like trying to tell me there were monsters in the backyard. And I could like fucking help him
Mhm.
like do cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be good.
that's fine.
Also, he needs to see a dentist, and I think
Thinking
I could
about this
get him in
makes
touch
me
with
think
that.
that I want a mentor. I want someone to tell me what to do with my life.
Doesn't that sound easier?
Do you want a mentor or like a
Like
sugar
someone that
daddy?
knows how to get what
Like a
I
good
want.
mentor, not a bad mentor.
Right.
Not just some douchebag
It's like,
bossing you
these
around.
are all the steps you need to take.
I kind of
to
want a
do
bad
this.
mentor. I think that'd be more fun. Like all the Andy
know.
Dick trying
I
to
could
give
be
me
a
life advice.
I could be a mentor to you if you want a bad mentor.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. As
Yeah.
long as you go to prison with me.
All right. I'm not
Like,
going to tell you to do things to make you go to
bad
prison.
Well, then it's not fun. You have to tell
You
me
said
to do
bad mentor.
crimes,
No.
and then you have to make me.
I would get you
commit
to like
them.
quit your job and lose all your money.
Do you want
That's not like a fun bad mentor. I
No,
need
it's
a
a
bad
depressing
mentor who's gonna like land me.
I would
on-
mainly just try
front
to
page of the
make
local
your money
newspaper.
become my money. That's the type of mentor. You can find a lot of those
Beef.
mentors. That's a bad mentor.
Mhm.
That just robs you.
also like nursing
cons
home
you.
people that just like change the wills of the people they take care of?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good job.
Yeah, I could do
Can
that.
I get into
I could
that?
be that type of mentor.
It's like really like poor people that need caregiving, and so the nurse comes to their house instead of like them being put
Hospice.
in a home. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like they're not in a nursing home. But yeah.
So but
yeah.
Ian gave Uma Thurman. Is there any like C-list celebrity that you would? I mean, anything? I mean, besides someone that maybe someone
I mean,
that
I have a
most
lot of
people would know.
husbands and like
Yeah,
people I want to marry.
let's do that.
Yeah. Okay.
But we've already done it.
Did we? I thought we were
okay,
talking about
okay.
sperm donors.
Yeah, and
I don't feel like we really ever got to the bottom of that.
I think
but
I said Paul Rudd for that, right? I
Is
don't know.
Paul Rudd really someone you would want to meet?
No, he's one of my husbands, so
I see. Man, that is like the last person I'd want to meet.
I
would
feel
be
like he
Paul
would be a
Rudd.
fun hang.
I don't. I seen him in interviews. He's
But-
such a bland person.
Yeah,
He seems so boring.
yeah.
Wow, I've never heard anyone say that opinion before.
I just
He's in
watched
so
him. I
many
watched
comedies.
him. I watched him in on Hot Ones, and he was so boring.
Oh yeah.
He was just
People have off days like today.
whatever, man. I mean, I don't know. It's just
But
on
also,
form.
it's like Hot Ones isn't like a really good comedic platform. Like he's just asking you questions and you just answer them.
there's plenty of people have been way more interesting on Hot Ones than him.
Well, okay.
Okay, I've got a question. You have to get the letter D tattooed real big on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell people?
What font?
Oh, I'll let you pick, baby.
Okay.
What do you tell people when they ask you what it means
Oh, okay. Where on my body?
on your chest?
On my chest.
Actually, you can
Probably
pick the location too.
I
But it's gotta
usually
be obvious.
usually wouldn't. I'd probably keep my shirt on.
People are gonna see this tattoo.
Okay, so what would I tell people my D tattoo
when they
means if
inevitably
they
see
saw
your
it?
very large D tattoo and a font of your choosing.
I don't know.
Good answer.
Devin,
Well, my first answer was gonna be.
Derek
was gonna
Jeter.
be like I didn't choose this. I was told I had to have this. But if I will play the game, then I will say Diva.
Oh, that is so much better.
Diva's good.
Distant,
Distant. is also
emotionally distant.
Or just the D.
I just stuck with the distant. I'm distant. What type of distant? All.
good.
I'm all.
Every kind of distant that matters.
I'm all distant. Every bit of me is distant.
You know.
Dang, do you guys want to wrap up soon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're reaching that sweet spot.
Well,
It is just the sweetest spot.
are we approaching the sweet spot? Are we? Are we getting close to the sweet
We're
spot?
definitely stumbling to
I
it, I
mean,
would say.
The sweet spot exists and was somewhere. I don't know where it was
It's
in relationship
pretty
to where we
good.
are.
I like
What's
it.
your
Well,
favorite type of fig Newton?
Oh my God.
That's the sweet spot.
Probably the Isaac ones. I love that meaty like crunch of the fig Isaac Newtons.
Yeah.
The red inside is cool.
Yeah, it's very
It
good.
feels better.
It feels like real meat, but there's no way they would just serve
I
like
know.
raw human meat in a fig Newton, right?
I know. I love me some Isaac Newtons. Wonderful.
I also like Adderall Newtons. Those are good. A bit crunchy, but
They help you out.
yeah, you only need one.
Is that a person? I don't get it. Adderall Newton.
Yeah, I kind of don't get it
No.
either.
Is
Just,
it
just
like
Big
just
Newton.
Adderall.
Just
My Big
Adderall.
Newton, yeah.
Did you ever take Adderall?
No.
Did you?
I mean, I didn't have a prescription, but I've definitely taken it several times.
Could
For school purposes or something?
No, to do art and to clean my room, like
To clean your room.
It just helps you hyper focus and organize and like become really like.
I feel like, Joe, you might not understand recreational drug use.
I mean, I took Adderall a lot as a child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it made me mostly not eat and have horrible nightmares. But I mean,
I
it
did
worked.
that. I did that too. I did it to lose weight a lot too.
Oh, I didn't do it to lose weight. I was like 10.
Yeah.
And really, it was really depressing.
Yeah.
Were you a husky 10-year-old?
No,
Ah.
I was a very
'Cause of
skinny
all the
10-year-old.
Adderall, yeah.
Probably 'cause
I
of
want to
the
wrap
Adderall.
up the Fig Newton
The
question.
only thing I ever wanted to eat was ice cream.
But you
Nice
did.
So
still.
you're a
And I
real-
still
you
really
were a
like
real
eating ice cream.
fatso. No, just kidding.
I'd like a Fig Newton where instead of the fig insides, it's just more Newton. More of that good bready, flavorless outside all the way
Fig
through.
nougat.
Nougat.
Like some fig nougats.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been Holy Wow. It's a show or something. We have
Thank you.
We have an Instagram, but we don't use it. We don't have a Facebook, and we should. Don't take that from us. There's a bunch of YouTube channels named Holy Wow that are not us that probably have content that is very different than us. WoW doesn't mean World of Warcraft. Holy doesn't mean God.
Well,
Holy
Hold on. Hold on.
means-
Kiss your-
I'd like to stick with the holy meaning.
Holy
God.
means World of Warcraft, and WoW means God.
Yeah.
just to clarify.
World of Warcraft God.
Thanks for watching and we're
Thank you,
listening.
everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Well,
Love-
one of these days we're gonna introduce the show without doing an audio check live. But until then,
Yeah, let's just keep doing the
Keep-
outro.
yeah, that's
Keep
people's
tuned.
favorite part.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Thanks
Bye.
so much.
Bye.